Hello, FPL managers. You are welcome to a special show, deadline stream as we await the game week one of the Fantasy League season for season 2022-2023. And I have in here Ghana's top FPL manager in the year 2016-2017. Am I right, Gagai? Yes, so I have been able to go and fish him out. These are the experienced FPL managers from way back. So sometimes it's good we go and bring them, but they are still doing big. Just that they are always hiding in their small corner over there. But today it's very good that we have Guy here with us there. Guy,
Yeah,
Charlie,
thank you.
how are you excited about how are you excited about this season? Do you think everything is going to go on? Are you going to win the Ghana League again? What do you think?
Oh, actually, I'm just hoping for the best. I think it's been a while since I won the Ghana League awarded. I cannot tell. Since then, there've been a lot of managers who have come on board. People are upping their
Mm,
game every now and then. So I'm
every now
just
and
looking
then,
forward to
sure.
the season and hoping for the best.
For the best as well. Sure. That's very true. Charlie, I believe you have Gabriel Jesus in your team, or you say Gabriel Jesus is a fluke. What do you say about Gabriel Jesus?
Gabriel Jesus, I think for now, from what we have seen from him during the preseason, he's a must-have. Um,
Uh-huh.
I presume every top manager would want to go for him. So what I can say is he's a must-have. Once you have him and everyone has him and he does well, it doesn't really affect you that much. But if you want to do away with him and he does well, then it really gets hard on him because everyone would, by all means, I think more than last time I checked, I
More
think
than
he has about
75%. As we were doing
75%.
yesterday's show, he was
So
75%. Sure.
almost everyone is having him. So once you don't have him and he hits, then you're in trouble. So I think he's a must-have. Personally, I have him as well. So that's what I'll say.
Spot on. I also have Gabriel Jesus as well, and Charlie. The fact of the matter is today's game against Crystal Palace is possible he might not be able to get in so many goals, but at least we are not selling him because we are not buying him only for game week one and game week two. We are buying him at least for the first 6 games, and for the first 6 games, Arsenal's games are quite very good over there. So those managers who are trying to be so smart, please go and buy him right now. We are seeing it on the deadline too. We are left with just about under 20 minutes to deadline. So please,
Exactly.
if you don't have Gabriel Jesus, just go and buy Gabriel Jesus. Don't think so when you're TC when you see Charlie, go and buy just humble yourself and go and buy Gabriel Jesus. So
Exactly.
that is it over there. So now some key points from the managers press conferences so far. The managers have spoken about, we want managers to know, the coaches have spoken about some players. Conte has spoken about Perisic and then Doherty. He said that both of them are there. He didn't give a very confirmed point that they'll play. So managers who have Perisic and Doherty, now it's a tough call because he didn't say they'll play. He said he will do a late fitness test. So what should managers do? Should they buy them and then even if they bench them this week, next week he's there, they are there to play? I think they should wait when they start playing and they buy them. What's your take on then Perisic and then Doherty? What do you think managers should do with them?
Okay, so what I would have to say about it is Perisic is a good buy, but for now he's new to the Premier League and we are not assured of the assist that he used to give in the La Liga. We don't know whether he's going to replicate the same form that he had there in the Premier League. So for now, it is a new start um,
Mm-hmm.
to the league, and we are not assured. I think he's around
Sure.
five. Is it five?
Point five.
Is it five?
5.5.
Yes, five. And
5.5
at
million.
five, I
Mhm.
think you would get a much more a player who has been established and who can actually give you equally the same points that Perisic might give if he has to hit the form that
Okay.
he was when he was in the La Liga, the Serie A. So I think for
Syria,
now we are
sure.
not even certain whether he's going to start, as you said during the press conference.
Sure.
The coach
Mm-hmm.
made us know that I think he's not really fit. I think the match fitness is down, so
Mm-hmm.
we don't know whether he's actually going to start in the first game. So I wouldn't advise managers to go in for Perisic as at now. Let's see, maybe the first 2 games, let's see how he fares, and after that you would take it
Yeah.
from there. The
Take
other
it from
one
there.
is
So
I think Doherty. Doherty,
yeah.
during the latter part of last season, I wasn't around myself, but I think I've read that he did quite well, and I think
Yeah.
he showed glimpses of the form that he had when he was at Wolves. So for now, from what the coach is saying, I don't think he's match fit, or I think he's injured or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So I would say
He,
Doherty
he
too is
recovered from an injury.
he's recovered. Okay,
He
so
recovered from an injury. Yes, so that's that he played just a few minutes. He played 60 minutes on Saturday on the weekend. So it means that you expect that the player who has played 90 minutes because across the 4 preseason games he played only 2, and all of them the first one was about 30 minutes and this was 60 minutes. So it just means that he has not really, as you are saying, he has not reached the match fitness. So the coach might not be very certain in choosing him to play as well, just as you were saying.
okay, so I would say personally I wouldn't want to. I'm coming. I wouldn't want to rest and get Doherty at I think 5. He's also 5 for yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
I'm not sure I would get Doherty and Perisic. I would rather go for Romero, who's a starter, who we are sure that he's going to start,
at least
than
we'll
go
play.
for
Sure.
Doherty. And after that, when he's benched, then we are in trouble. So
You start
that
crying.
is it. Yes, yes, yes.
I, I know some managers who are very risky. So for the very risky ones, this is what I want to tell you. If you are buying Perisic or Doherty, just know that he can be bench game week 1. And then game week 2 is against Chelsea. And that Chelsea game, they might not get a clean sheet. So some, as you say, you can just wait, let them play the first 2 games. And then in game week 3, when the games are very, very short, then you can buy him there. So managers can look at that. And the fact is, if you don't buy a player in game week 1, you can always buy him in game week 2. Sometimes the fixation, I want to buy this player to start. The FPL is 38 games. So at least if you make him game week 1, game week 2, you can always catch up. But sometimes we are so pinchy. We want to get the player like that, but Charlie. Somebody said FPL is there's no standard way to play it. Everybody in his own race. But just know that if you play that way, you Conte might bench him tomorrow. Tomorrow's game he might bench him and you might be crying. So managers should just be very, very careful about that here. So I think I want to talk about some press conference update that the managers. So number one, Marshall is not playing. So managers, anybody who has Marshall in his team, please go and sell him. Harvey Barnes is not playing. So if you have Harvey Barnes in your team, please go and sell him. Now, I'm trying to pick the information from So Marshall is not playing, Harvey Barnes is not playing, and then the Leicester, Joe Ward is going to play. So Ward is going to play as the goalkeeper. So those who have the 4.0 can get him. For Bournemouth, Harry Wilson and Nathaniel Chaloba are not going to play. So those who have him can sell him. The good thing is that Brighton have bought in Shane Duffy. So managers can note that information there. But aside that, there has not been any much how do you call it? Key transfer or how do you call it? Injury updates. But the other maybe some 2 other players that managers need to know. Chilwell, Conte has said that Chilwell is looking a bit better, but he will need some time to adapt. So it means that you can't start Chilwell. Anybody who is just trying to be out too smart, please don't go and buy Chilwell. And then concerning Darwin Nunes, some managers were trying to buy Darwin Nunes, but this is what Klopp said. And I'm reading from Fantasy Football Scout. He said Klopp says that Darwin is ready, but that does not mean that he has to start. He's ready, but that does not mean he has to start. We have obviously different options that we will use, and Darwin needs time to get used to a lot of things. But he's already a real help. So it means that most likely Darwin Nunes might not start. He might come from the bench, and then maybe as he plays the 2 bench games, by the third game, then he will start playing. So those who are looking at Darwin Nunes, you can. In fact, I had Darwin Nunes in my team. Let me show you my team as by yesterday when we're having our show. Yeah, this is how my team was looking like yesterday. Yesterday I had Darwin Nunes here and I had Mahrez here. So what I have done is, because of that, I've quickly switched Mahrez to Haaland, Mahrez and Darwin Nunes to Haaland. So I've brought Haaland here and I've sold Rashford to buy Bailey, and I've used the money to go and buy Reece James at the back. So I'd rather have Alexander Arnold, Trippier, Doherty, Reece James at the back. Then I have Bailey, Salah, Neto. And then up front, I have Haaland, Jesus, Kane. And then my defenders, my bench are Andreas Pereira, and then I have Kafu, and then Patterson. So that is how my team is looking up. So managers, as we are saying, just try and pick up. These are key information you should note. So when information comes, you need to adjust and then do appropriately. Have you also made any changes based on the press conference update, guy today? Have you made any key change today?
I think I've made a couple of changes to my team. I'm proud to this morning. I think I was having Rashford, but when I read this guy is not playing, Marshall is not playing. I think
Marshall,
the attacking force, the power comes down. So I think I've traded him, and I've now gone for De Bruyne, and I'm captaining him actually. So
spot on. Charlie.
Yes.
You know, in one of my earlier drafts, I had De Bruyne there. So I had De Bruyne, Salah, Jesus, and Kane. But I was looking at how it was, and I went for Mahrez because I wanted Darwin Nunes. And then now Klopp says that Darwin Nunes is not going to play. So now I have to change all over again, and now I've gone for Haaland. I just feel that I don't want to be changing between Kane and Haaland. So why don't I buy Haaland once and for all? But as you said, with De Bruyne and if I could buy De Bruyne and Haaland, I could buy the two of them seriously, because De Bruyne is going to really hit this year as well. This has been one of the preseasons that he has been able to have all the time to rest, and he's ready to start. And normally, when De Bruyne has a full preseason, he's ready to start from the scratch and he's ready to fire as well. So that is it there. So managers in the audience, you can ask us what key question do you want us to do with you. We are here for you. Just let us know what key information do you want us to know. Guy, we are 10 minutes away from deadline, so you can also check your team as well, Charlie. We also need to check our team. last minute changes.
Yes. I'm actually doing that. So,
okay, yes. I'm also so managers, we are waiting for you. What key questions do you have to have? Because at least we also need to make sure that as we are giving you advice, we have also made sure that our team is sorted, Charlie. Because we are all in the fight. We are all trying to do very well there. Yeah. So I aside that Guy, I know you are in a strong fantasy league group. So I don't know. I know you might not want to share your team with managers, because I know guys are coming to tea and proper from your team. but if I ask you, what are you willing to share your team for managers to know? Or you think that I can ask you what four key players do you think that managers should have in their team?
Yes, for the sake of the interview, I think I would do that. I have Ward in post. I have Trent. I'm having James. I'm having Cancelo as well. I think I had. I'm having Neco Williams, and I started him.
Neco Williams.
I have De Bruyne. I have Salah. I have which other guy? I have Amira from Newcastle, and I have
Newcastle. Okay.
I think one more, and I have Bailey.
One more.
Yes.
Bailey.
From Aston Villa, and I'm playing Kane and Gabriel Jesus up front. So
Gabriel Jesus up front. That is it, Charlie. In fact, somebody says that, Charlie, you can't have all the best players in your team. So Charlie, you just manage the ones you can have and manage at least, and make sure that they can give you the best. Then you see, yesterday we were saying on our show, anybody who is playing FPL this season and you don't have Salah, you are worrying yourself. If you don't have Salah and Trent, you tell me the price is expensive. You say it's expensive, he will worry you. So it's very simple. guy, you see what boys are saying? Somebody is saying, or they listen to what the person is saying, the other is saying, guy is trying to be smart. He wants to hear your tea. I know that, Charlie. now you think that guy will say his thing? He can at least he will give you an idea of some of the places so you can pick some up, but he won't give you his full team. Me as an FPL ambassador, because I am the host of the show, I am obligated to show my full team. So as for that one, I am used to doing that for a while now. So I always show my team. I'm doing it for managers. So I'm never afraid to really show my team. But actually, some of my guys are in tough competition. So if they are not showing their team, you can't beat them. And you're by force, may catch them. And you're by force. So that is okay. So good. So I want to manage my updated team. I'm tweeting my team right now at Raymond Nketsiah on Twitter. So this is my team. I have logged it in. And my logged in team is this. It has Raya in pole with a back four of Alexander-Arnold, Trippier, Perisic, and then James. I'm going with Perisic. I don't want to be thinking about him that often. So I'm just going with him. But just that I have Patterson on my bench. So just in case anything happens, he can just come on. I don't want to make any transfer in game week 2. So by game week 3, I know that I can change the setup of the team quite easily. Then in my midfield, I have Neto, Bailey with Mohamed Salah as the captain. And up front, I have Haaland, Jesus, and then Harry Kane. For my bench, I have Ward, I have Andreas Pereira, and then I have Cafu, 4.5 Cafu of Nottingham Forest. He's on set pieces, so just in case I have somebody just come on, and that is how my team is. So managers, that is how our team is. So that is my team. I've just tweeted it right now there. So managers, we are wishing the best of luck to everyone, and we are very glad to have guy here. Everybody, I give everybody 5 minutes. Go and take your time and look at your team. Say your last prayers, do your cross, and then I'm very sure that everything will go on well. So, guy, any final comment? I see that the kids in the house are wearing that depa, Charlie. It's not easy, Charlie. Any final comments? So who's your captain? Are you captaining Salah or you're captaining Kane? What do you think on the captaincy?
Oh, I'm captaining De Bruyne. Actually, it's done. It's a decision that I made since
it's a decision.
Few days ago.
Are you not afraid that the West Ham game is a game away? It's not at Etihad, so you don't want to captain De Bruyne, and you might have tried to captain Salah.
I don't. I think it's a bit risky because I think West Ham would be very difficult to break down. But I know once they are breaking them down, then it comes from no other one than De Bruyne. So I'm just hoping that they're able to break them down. And I believe the game needs goals. Once the first goal comes, I think they are going to take some ripping from City.
Okay.
Once City are scoring, definitely De Bruyne is going to be involved in a lot of the goals.
It's going to be involved there. Sure, good. So spot on there. Now, last season, I picked up a certain strategy in FPL called the shield versus sword strategy. So the shield versus sword strategy says that Salah has a good game. So if Salah has a good game and Salah has a very high percentage, it's good you captain Salah so that that Salah does not hurt you, because most people would have captained him. So you are not captaining Salah because there's no better person to captain, but you are captaining Salah so that Salah will not hurt you. Because if Salah hits the hat-trick against Fulham, it will worry you if your captain does not go on. But then there's the sword approach. The sword approach is that, watch, I don't care about Salah. Charlie, me, I'm always fire. So I feel that Kane is the best captain. Straight on, I'm captaining Kane. I don't care about Salah, but I still have Salah in my team. And as you are saying, that the sword strategy that I want De Bruyne, and I know that City will break down West Ham. So when they break them down, it is Kane that will go, and De Bruyne that will score. So you're captaining De Bruyne. So it's the sword versus strategy. But the only decider for me, which I've learned, is that sometimes it's always good to go with shield. Reason being that when you go with shield, assuming Salah does not score, you are not affected very bad. You don't drop in rank. But if Salah scores and you don't have Salah, then you drop in rank. So which one do you want? Do you want to rise in rank or you don't want to drop in rank? So sometimes you have to make but the key point is that Salah, Kane, De Bruyne, any of them can score. So they are all spot on captains. So we always say in FPL there is no strict way. So managers, you are always free. Choose who you think can do the job for you, and we are sure that it will go on very well there. So Guy is captaining De Bruyne. I'm captaining Salah. I know some managers want to captain Kane. These are all good these are all good options, and we hope that everything will go on very well. Charlie, Guy, I'm sure we want to go and just check our teams before the deadline. We have just 2 minutes more. So thank you very, very, very much for the time. We'll have you more on our shows as time goes on very well. Charlie, all the best to managers, and thank you very much. Bye. Check your team. Make sure you have confirmed everything before you go. Okay.
All right. Thanks, bro.
Bye. Bye.